Is Lewis Hamilton done at Ferrari already? Find out next. Welcome to the United States of Formula One. Nicky.
Cookie.
Race 6.
Race numero 6
Round
in the
6.
books.
In the books.
So how far are we through the season? 24 races, 6 down.
A quarter.
This guy's getting so good.
You're teaching me math, and I do appreciate it.
We're getting there. Quarter of the way through.
Sprint race.
Sprint race weekend.
Now, are you getting in sprint race weekends now?
I am. I don't think I'm quite where you are. You love them. You're texting me constantly. Get over here. We're going to watch sprint qualifying, the shootout. I'm like, the kid's got a soccer game. I think I'm going to get in trouble if I watch the sprint shootout instead of going to his game.
It was delayed. It was eventful because it was a wet race as well. So, I mean, it was, and your boy almost did it again.
I mean,
Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton is the sprint race wizard.
Yes.
Wins the first one, second sprint race, on the podium, finishes third. I kind of sarcastically said he was going to win, but I mean, if the guy can only finish 7th, 8th, 9th in a race, why is he finishing on the podium in 2 consecutive sprints?
That's a great question.
Is it because of the lack of strategy with tire changes? Is it qualifying better in the shootout?
I have no idea, but
I'm leaning on you, buddy.
He needs to pull that into the race, and Ferrari needs to allow it too. Lando Norris, another win in Miami, same way. Now it was the sprint race, same exact way. Lucky safety car. That gets him the win. The rest of these people down here, besides George Russell, and I mean the Stewarts got involved.
Yeah, you look at that and you see. Obviously, the podium stayed the same. Norris, Piastri, obviously another good showing in Hamilton. And then it was pretty much about half of the rest chopped off because the FIA said, you know what, we want to get a little crazy here and just start throwing people aside. Did you agree with some of that?
Yes,
Okay.
I mean, I did.
So we're just being jacks.
The only thing I didn't agree with is they should have gave Lance Stroll a penalty just for being Lance Stroll.
Lance Stroll in 6. So
Yeah.
he gets 3 more points.
Yeah.
Dude is really pissing us off.
Yeah, well, he actually moved up a spot because of the penalties, so he actually got 4 more points.
Way too much about Lance Stroll. Onto the grid for the actual
yes.
race. Verstappen. I had him winning the race.
You did.
He does me good. Solid he's on the pole.
Yeah.
And then Antonelli.
Antonelli,
Let's back up a second. Let's not ignore the fact that Antonelli won the pole
Yes.
for the sprint. Youngest racer
At all time.
by like 3 years.
Yeah.
It was I mean, dude's on it, and then he gets 3rd in the race, so it's not just a fluke.
Third person on the grid.
3rd for the grid. Right?
So my prediction was looking good before the race started. And that didn't happen anyway.
We'll get into those another time. I don't want to talk about that. But yeah, I think it was a pretty logical one. Obviously, Hulkenberg just missed out of getting out of Q1.
Yeah.
Classic 16th start for old Nico. Race results.
This is amazing. You get Piastri wins another one.
I mean, dude's got 3 in a row. First McLaren in 27 years.
Yeah.
To win 3 consecutive Formula One races.
Now, from where he started on the grid, I never expected him to win this race.
Let's back that up.
That's amazing.
So he starts 4th.
4th.
And it's not like Antonelli, you assumed he was going to pass him, but he's got to pass his teammate and the god, Verstappen. I mean, you don't see that happening.
No.
And another one you got to give props to is Russell.
Yeah.
I mean, you're wearing his shirt today. Dude's on the podium again. Starts in 5th. Gets up to 3rd. He refuses to not be on the podium.
He refuses to get into any other place besides 3rd place.
He gets 4th occasionally, and I feel bad for him. But so we have kind of a flip-flop. Piastri goes from 4 to 1. Verstappen goes from 1 to 4.
1 to 4.
Do you think it was the early race drama that created that, or what creates that chaos?
So I will say this. I think Norris could have won that race if it wasn't for Max Verstappen. So Max actually took himself off of the podium at this position too, because he battled hard with Piastri.
Yes.
Piastri finally passes. Now he's battling hard with Lando Norris, slowing himself down, okay, And I think if he didn't do that, he finishes on the podium.
He slowed himself down enough, like you said, to almost pull himself down in fourth, but he held up Lando for so long because once Lando got around Max, he was gaining on Oscar the rest of the way. It was about 3 seconds. He was behind at the end.
Yep.
So if he'd gotten up there quicker, there might have been a battle. We've been waiting for that McLaren
I want
battle.
that McLaren battle.
6 races in, and you see him finishing 1-2, 1-3, 2-3, whatever. They still haven't had like a head-to-head battle in 6 races.
No. And I thought this was going to be the one because they finished 40 seconds ahead of everyone else from George Russell.
That was crazy. Yeah, you see the two of them 3 seconds apart, and then it's like they basically lapped the entire...
Those cars are on another planet right now.
It's unbelievable. So. Did you want to give a shout-out to our boy Yuki?
Nope, you can. I'd like to give a shout-out to the Williams drivers.
That's what we should do. Both Williams in the points. If you look at it, it was McLaren, Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes, and Williams. Both drivers on all 5 teams. That's it. Everyone else just no points, turds.
Yeah.
Aston Martin turds, Haas, of course, turds. Kick Sauber doesn't have a chance. It's not their fault. I'm surprised that Baby Bulls aren't getting a few more points here and there, though.
Yeah, well, I was hoping for it, but...
Alpine, nothing?
No.
I mean, I know you're upset about that. Let's get into something...
Fun?
No, this isn't fun. This is serious business.
Okay.
This is very important, serious Lego building business.
If you talk to the drivers, this was actually the funnest part of their whole entire weekend.
In the car?
Because they didn't care. They were just crashing into each other.
You didn't even have to hear them. You just saw their faces, and they're like 8-year-olds out there in big wheels and tricycles. They're just ear to ear grinning.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this really quickly. The battle. So if they have 10 cars.
Yep.
Now, if it's me and you, I'm wanting to drive that Lego car. How did they figure out who was going to be the driver and who wasn't? I know I don't want to get into it too much, but I know if I'm on the team with you, I'm fighting you to be the driver of that car.
There has to be. Maybe there's some underhand things going. Maybe they're paying each other off. Originally, I thought maybe it was seniority because Max drove, but then Lance Stroll had to sit. Yeah. He certainly has seniority.
Well, not over. I guess he has seniority because his dad owns the Aston Martin.
Nepotism.
But Fernando Alonso is 40-something years old.
Okay, so then do you go? Then let's look at that. So
there's no way because
Nico didn't drive.
Yeah, then you should put that picture up on the screen because that is something special.
My God.
Yeah.
Look at Bortoletto. It's almost like duck your head out of the way a little bit.
This makes more sense though. You want your hair flowing. You want to be almost standing up. You're the face of that team.
And he's doing it for his social media exposure. He's like, I don't want to drive. I just want to get some photos, throw some stuff on Facebook. He's a big Instagram presence. Love that guy. Love that guy. Did they declare a winner?
No, the winner. I know the loser was whoever built those because those things were.
They were bashing into each other.
Yes,
as they should. I mean, how fast were they going? Like 5?
No, I actually heard though the unfortunate things. The stewards are looking into all 20 drivers, so there could be some penalties, some grid penalties for all the guys next week. Actually, for the next race, all of them have to start on the pit lane.
So you're getting into some drama. Let's keep the drama
going.
I
love the drama. Here we go.
So what did Christian Horner? What was his little like?
Okay, so it was
Hail Mary, hoping that he could throw McLaren under the bus.
So supposedly, this was a few teams that was basically saying that McLaren was putting water in their tires to cool them off from degradation.
So water going inside the tire to keep it cooler.
Mm-hmm. And we all know who was the instigator, the starter of this. It was Christian Horner.
Christian Horner, Red Bull.
Yes.
He's all upset that obviously McLaren's taken over. Mm-hmm. So what would you do if you're Zach Brown and you know you're going to be on TV and you have this completely fictitious, out of nowhere, proven it was wrong?
It's nonsense. You know what I would do? I'd pick a water bottle and I'd put tire water all over it and broadcast it on national television.
When I saw that originally, I thought it was photoshopped.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was real. He has it all over it. He wanted to make sure no matter which way I'm holding this bottle,
the
bastard's on TV.
Oh.
I mean, you have to love this guy even more.
He's the man. I mean, and then he got it refilled at least 3 times because he wanted everybody to see that.
He's never been that hydrated in his life, just sucking it down. You can see he kind of has a smile on his face.
Oh, yeah,
there.
he does.
That's hilarious. Oh. So now, speaking of that, is Piastri his golden boy? I know I've been talking to this. Or is it still just whoever wins?
No, he was openly saying that he cannot wait, like us, to see the battle between the two drivers. Because, I mean, they're walking away. They're going to walk away if they continue with this pace.
I think the only concern is, and we'll get into the team standings in a second, that's not the concern. I think the concern is if they race too hard, they wreck each other out. All of a sudden, Verstappen gains a ton of points on them, or even Russell, who's right there.
I think they're smart enough that they won't battle that hard.
They can race.
Yeah. Race. Smart.
Okay.
But battle. Yeah.
So, I mean, a quarter of the way in, Piastri, I'm not going to say dominating, but a decent lead on Norris. I think we thought, there's a chance it's going to be up high up top.
Yeah, and he now has one more win than Norris has of all time already. So, I mean,
it's completely insane.
It is.
I mean, the dude is on one. Verstappen holding on in third.
Yep.
Russell, obviously, he's in third every week, so he's going to be there. And then a huge drop-off. Ferrari is, and we've been saying it every race. Yeah, we had such high hopes for them coming into the season. And
the DQs sure didn't help them, but they are not helping themselves either. So, I mean, they don't look good.
And I can't believe you're not bringing up your boy Antonelli. Holding strong at 6th, rookie.
Yeah.
And the only rookie worth a shit right now.
Yes.
Is Antonelli.
He's the man.
And your boy Lance Stroll, actually, Boogie's Bowl. He's holding up 10th. He will not get off the top 10. We just want him to go away. Just go away. That's all we're asking.
Don't worry.
Just go away.
He'll be gone eventually. He'll be gone soon, I promise.
We were talking about it. So the team standings. Now, this is a bloodbath. But obviously, like we said last week, if you're in first and second in driver standings, obviously your team is slaughtering. They're over 100 points up on Mercedes.
Yeah.
And it's not like Mercedes has been doing terribly. Russell's always on the podium. Antonelli's always in that 5th, 6th position. So they're getting quality points. Team Verstappen can't do it by himself.
No, and because of Antonelli and George Russell finishing, third place George, and Antonelli likes to finish, I think his average has to be 6th because I think he's finished 6th in 3 or 4 races this year already. I mean, but that's helping them pass Red Bull when you got, I know you said Yuki, he got 10th place, so he did get a point.
Yeah.
But they need more than that.
I think if Ferrari, if Verstappen keeps struggling, getting that 3rd, 4th, and Ferrari can fix it a little bit, I think since they have 2v1 basically at this point, I think they're going to pass in the next couple races. You're going to have Ferrari in 3rd, Team Verstappen in 4th.
I think by next week possibly Ferrari can be past Red Bull.
Especially if they get some upgrades. I'd like to see Williams and Haas climbing up there, Aston Martin slowly trickling down. We need RB and Alpine to step up.
I know.
To get Aston Martin down to 9th. That is our goal.
It will.
Because Kick Sauber, I love you, but I don't see them doing
next year when we're saying Audi Sauber, I might be a little more excited about it, but
And speaking of 3PG, 3rd place George, you want to call him 3PG from now on? 3PG.
If he passes Verstappen too, and it's Piastri, Norris, George Russell, I mean, that'll be the perfect name for him. So, hey, speaking of producer, make sure you make what is it, 3PG?
Yep.
He'll do that. He's shaking his head.
Yeah,
yes.
he'll get some 3PG stuff all up. It'll be right here. He's got his. Okay. Enough about our love for George.
Yes. You want to get into some breaking?
Some breaking news. You've been calling.
I don't want to say I told you so. I was just a race late.
I want you to say your piece. Yeah. But before you do, you've been talking about this since before the season started.
Yes.
You said Doohan is going to get I think you gave him 5 races, and you thought Colampito was going to be in by Miami.
Yes.
One race away from a fool. We'll give him a good one, but not a full pack.
Yeah, Franco, he's going to make the difference. You watch.
You think so?
Absolutely. You saw him last year. Well, he's either going to come into the points or he's going to crash and wreck that car horribly.
I like it.
And I like it either way. It's
He's
fun.
Nothing to lose.
It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch.
I'm sure the team doesn't want to be putting that money up.
I do feel bad for Doohan. I mean, I guess this was his last race to show, I think, what he had. And Liam Lawson just took that right away from him by running into him and taking that tire right off the wheel.
Yeah, I mean, it was going to happen regardless. I guess now he can kind of have a scapegoat and blame Liam for what was inevitable anyhow.
Yeah.
Do you think 00 Oliver Oaks is the reason that Doohan stuck around so long? And then once he resigned, when they realized, do you think there's some drama there That his resignation had anything to do with the promotion of Franco.
So you have Alpine, you got Flavio, who is not the easiest person to work with. I love him. If you watch him in Drive to Survive, he is a big D, and I like it. I like the way he acts. So I think the pressure from him and them not doing good, and Oliver maybe wanted Doohan to stay to get a little longer chance, and he's like, so he resigns, and Flavio is now taking team principal, which I think is going to be fun.
Yeah.
So I think that's a portion of the reason. Flavio wanted Franco. Oliver Oakes didn't want him, and he was like, oh, well, either you're fired or resign, and I'll give you a little check to get out of here.
That's probably. I wonder if there was kind of a little sleight of hand, forced resigning going on there. I don't know. I know that Alpine doesn't like to pay for damages because remember last year Gasly. It was the first time in the history of F1 that someone had $0 in damages over the course of the entire season.
He won the Destructors Cup.
Yes. So you got Doohan crashing out. Maybe Colampito comes in and saves them a little money on repairs. Maybe that's their goal.
Nah, I don't think so. That guy knows how to crash a car good, too.
He's no Logie Bear Sargent.
But you're getting more money. If you could put him in the points, in the next 5 races, 3 races, and then he crashes horribly in 2, it's a win for Alpine in my book.
Point crash. I think they'll take that as opposed to just constantly out of the points.
Oh, yeah.
We alluded to this in the Stinger. The feud, the family feud, the Ferrari family feud.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful.
Do you think...
No.
I think Leclerc's chill. I think he's like, he's going to respect Hamilton. He's going to let him vent a little bit.
Yes.
Hamilton's always kind of been outspoken, especially, in the car. You can see it across the broadcast.
He's really outspoken, too, if he is not in a place that he wants to be in.
Right.
Which is in the top 3 or behind his teammate. So
he's with Mercedes thinking he has a chance. That fizzles out. So now he goes to Ferrari, and he's like, it's going to be, the comeback kid. It's not going the way he thinks. So, look at these quotes.
Yes.
There's a couple that are, you just want me to sit here the whole time, he's kind of bitching. And then I love how the team comes back and goes, I'll get back to you.
I'll get back to you.
Whether we want you to stay there. Yeah. But the best one of the day is when...
Yeah, when Leclerc when he's behind Leclerc, or when Leclerc passes him.
So they let him
swap places twice during the race.
Yes, Hamilton said I'm faster, let him swap. Leclerc says I'm faster, so they're flip flopping back and forth. It's getting ridiculous, and then over the radio they say, "Hey, Sainz is 1.4 behind you," and Hamilton says, "You want me to let him pass as well?"
It was comedy the whole race. Every time they popped up his radio, it was something. He told them, "You're gonna have a tea party."
Yes.
He is obviously frustrated. Their team management, I don't think, is it's not good. It's just not good right now either. So, he's doing really good in the sprints, though.
Yeah, I think it's good drama. I think he is frustrated, but I don't think it's to a boiling point. I don't think anything drastic's going to happen anytime soon, even if they keep struggling in those P6, P7, P8 area.
Yeah.
I still think, he might get a little more outspoken. But I think, he's been there, done that. He has the money. I think he wants to win, but I don't think he wants to tarnish his reputation by doing something crazy and bailing on Ferrari. And no one's going to bail on Hamilton. So, I think there's a little drama in there, but I think Leclerc's the perfect number 2 or 1-2 to go with you because he's not drama. Yeah. He doesn't care. If you had Verstappen and Hamilton together, they might actually fight on the track.
Yes.
But I think Leclerc is going to just take it in stride and let Hamilton bark a bit.
Yeah, speaking of bark too, and their dogs met, so they're friends, so you can't split that relationship up.
Hamilton's dog's Facebook or Instagram page, I think, is more popular than his.
Yeah, well, I know Leo's dog's, Leclerc's is more popular than mine.
Well,
it's easy.
That's not hard. My son Nolan's is more popular than yours.
You are correct. I don't go on it.
Oh, God. So drama aside, we're a quarter of the way through the season. We got a week off.
Yep.
Where are we at after that?
We're going to Imola. So we'll be in Imola. We'll do a pre-show on that, and we'll do our predictions. We're going to do a prediction show that shows how awesome we are doing so far
it's kind
in
of
6 races.
Recap of the first quarter of the season and how terrible we are.
No, we're doing great.
It's okay.
Above 60% is great. You come and watch that show.
Love ya.
Follow us on YouTube at the United States of F1, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at United States F1. Copyright Brugman Media Limited 2025.